evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Welcome back to Papa Boris playing Naxxramas on Heroic Mode. In the first video, I was able to beat Grand Widow Faralina on my first try. In the second video I made, I was able to beat Anubra Khan on my second try. Well, my first try in that video, but my second try overall, you know what I'm saying. And in the third video, here I'm going to try to beat Naxxramas. So, her thing is this. She has 45 health. She gets to return 2 random enemy minions to your hand every single turn for free. And she starts out with 2 of the, excuse me, 2 spiders, that when you kill them, pop more spiders. So, how do you beat this? Well, I did some research and I found out the answer is actually pretty simple. While there is no guarantee, this is a way that works fairly well. Let's go ahead and get rid of my extremely epic fail attempt at a spider killer and try it out with Mage. So the idea is very simple. We're just going to play Naxxramas to turn Naxxramas' health to 15. In the following turn, we're going to burn her out with, some combination of fireballs, frostballs, and the like. So that's basically the idea. So we're going to put Naxxramas in here. And at this point, you might be thinking Pyroblast, but Pyroblast isn't actually that effective because it costs all of your mana for the turn, and it doesn't actually kill her. She'll be at 15 health. We want to be able to deal 15 health in one go. So for that, we're going to need Fireballs. We're going to need Frostbolts. And we're going to need Ice Lances to maximize our odds. Everything else in this deck is just drawing cards and stalling. So for card draw, we have Arcane Intellect, Cold Light Oracle, because I don't care if she's drawing cards, as long as I'm getting to draw cards, and Novice Engineer, which will get popped back into the hand because the opponent does not kill minions, it stupidly puts them back into your hand. And everything else from there is just stalling. So there's my card draw. Now let's put in some stalling stuff. We have, for mages, a lot of things that do stalling. We have the Frost Novas. We have our Ice Block. Do I only have 1 Ice Block? Well, okay. Guess I'll make the other Ice Block. Then, this is very useful because it allows you to survive for 2 extra turns while you burn the opponent down. Put the other one in. Got our Cones of Cold. Got Vaporize is actually really bad against the spiders, but we will use Ice Barrier for extra health. We'll do 1 Polymorph, just in case the opponent draws something big and we don't want to use Fireball. And of course, Blizzard Flame Strike is good as well. What else to put in? Let me take a look at this deck list I found. I'm not doing exactly what they said, but I'm kind of curious what else. Oh, Arcane Missiles is in this deck I'm looking at, and Blood Mage Thalnos is as well. Actually, Blood Mage Thalnos is pretty smart, because as long as you have it in your opening hand, that can count as a little bit of extra damage. And I'm going to just go ahead, I guess, and put in the other Polymorph for some extra protection. And maybe Leroy Jenkins? I don't know. For another burn card. That's probably actually too much burn. I mean, as long as I stall enough and draw enough cards, I should be doing okay. What else? Sorry, I thought I had this. Oh, this person is using Vaporizes, even though it's terrible. I'm sure Vaporize would work just fine. I think what I'm going to try instead, though, are the Arcane Explosions to kill off the little spiders that pop when. So basically, after I Blizzard and Flame Strike and kill off all the spiders that pop other spiders, the Arcane Explosions will finish off the spiders, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and title this deck Mage Killer. If this fails, I'm going to try it twice. If this fails twice, Mage Killer, no, Spider Killer. If this fails twice, I will just copy the deck list that I found online, because even though it seems to me like it's not the best way of doing it, it did work for people. So I'm being a little bit arrogant here. I'm saying, well, here's the thing that people said worked. I don't think it's actually the best it could be, so let me see if I can improve it. We'll see if I actually know what the hell I'm doing or not. And eat the last of my chocolate-covered marzipan while I'm at it. Did that say getting in the mood? Hilarious. Okay. So I'm actually going to go just keep Naxxramas, because this is absolutely 100% necessary for winning. So I don't want to risk it being on the bottom of my deck or something silly like that. More haunted creepers. Hooray. Know that there's no point in pinging her face because Naxxramas will just set her health to 15. Direwolf alphas are very annoying. Very annoying indeed. Alright, Cone of Cold will be nice next turn. For some insurance. And as long as I find some time, as long as I get a Flame Strike at some point, that plus Arcane Explosion should finish these guys off. Now, the Shade concerns me a little bit. Because it's going to grow to an appreciable size very soon here. I don't really want to use a Fireball to kill it, but I may have to if things get really desperate. So this thing's getting bigger. If I can get a Flame Strike, though, this thing should die by the time I get the Flame Strike up and running. Okay, Web Spinner. I can maybe ping that off next turn. We'll see. No, I need to ping off the Wolf, because that actually contributes 4 damage to the table. There's Flame Strike. Perfect. Okay, so let's ping off the Wolf. That takes 4 damage off. Play Ice Barrier. So I just essentially gain 12 damage that turn. 12 health, excuse me. Is Arcane Explosion good here? Spectral Knight can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Wow, that's pretty good. And it hits rather hard. So at the moment I will win on turn 10 with Naxxramas, Fireball, and I'm likely to get enough burn by then, but... Oh man, Flame Strike. Flame Strike, I wish I could play you right now, Flame Strike. All this extra damage I'm going to take is going to really hurt. Okay. The Blood Mage. What does it actually achieve? It doesn't really achieve very much, but I'm going to play it an Arcane Explosion anyway. Because that at least allows me to kill off the Shade. Right now. And it also puts us down to 4 health, so it'll die to Flame Strike next turn. Okay, so I'm going to get hit for 4 plus 5 is 9 damage, going down to a rather perilous 13 health. But I will get to kill off mostly everything except for this Sludge Belcher. Damn it. It's a very good card, unfortunately. And if need be, I can use Naxxramas to heal myself. She will then get popped back to my hand, and I can replay her then to burn the opponent. If need be. So let's Flame Strike. Bemoan the fact that this thing actually survives. And then we're getting ready to play Naxxramas. The only problem, of course, is my health total, which is perilously low. I have 1 Ice Block to delay the inevitable a little bit, but it may not be enough at this rate. Okay. So, Blizzard is timely. Oh, very timely. Is there any point in playing the Blood Mage in Blizzard? There actually isn't, because everything's at 2 health. So the right way is this. You first ping that thing off, it pops its slime, then you play the Blizzard. She unfortunately gets 4 spiders out of these guys, because they die, and the spiders that come up are not frozen. So I'm getting hit down to 5 health, which is a bit scary, but she's running a bit low on cards. If she has sufficiently bad cards, I might actually cheat here. Okay, so just these spiders, that's fine, it's not really an issue. The Nerubian Egg is not a problem at all, that's great. I've already used my Master Removal. Another Nerubian Egg. Okay. Well, here's where things get interesting. She cannot play any more minions onto the board. However, I will die because she has 5 damage on this turn. So what I'm going to do first is play Naxxramas and heal myself up to 15. Pass the turn. Now she pops Naxxramas back into my hand. She can't play any more minions because her board is filled with junk. I'm actually probably lucky she didn't get something like, say, an Endobar Embusher, which I would have had to kill with Fireball. And instead got these Nerubian Eggs, which are never going to die. She has 5 damage. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any direct damage of any kind. So now I will survive. We'll play Naxxramas and burn her down to 15 health. This is almost a brokenly good legendary. Once you see the idea, of course, it's obvious. It's almost a brokenly good legendary, you know, for these extra health bosses, because it basically says, F you, I don't care. Okay, so now I've got 2 fireballs. With Blood Mage, they will deal, unfortunately, 14 damage, leaving me with insufficient mana to finish her off. I would have needed to get a Frostbolt in order to be able to win. Blood Mage, Fireball, Fireball is, yes, it's 13 damage, or 14 damage, and then that's all 10 of my mana. So what I have to do here, unfortunately, it's getting a little bit hairy. Well, hang on. What I could do is I could Blood Mage, Fireball, Ice Block, and then Blood Mage, Fireball for the kill. That's actually a little bit smarter. I almost missed that. Yeah, so Blood Mage, Fireball, Ice Block, so I don't die this turn. The Blood Mage will get popped back into my hand by her foolish use of Web Wrap. And then next turn I can just play Blood Mage, Fireball, Hero ability to finish her off. And that will be, as they say, that. So here's Ice Block, she can't play any more minions. And let's see, Polymorph is not relevant. So Blood Mage for 1 damage, Fireball for 6. And down to exactly 0 health she goes. Well played, bitch! And that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and or subscribe. I have to give some credit to XXL Epic, who posted a deck on Hearthstone that gave me the idea for my deck, although I think my deck, well, I don't know if it's better than his, but I certainly would not have thought of it if I hadn't Googled it and found the deck on Hearthstone. So there we go, we've beaten the heroic mode. As far as I know, you get nothing for that, other than bragging rights, but that was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing it again for the future wings. Once they're open next week, I'll repeat the process. Alright, thanks folks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.